Guess what? I'm up the duff. I've got a bun in the oven. I'm expecting. We're having a baby. Yep, these are all ways that you might say, I'm pregnant. Hello everyone, Anna English here, and today we're learning pregnancy vocabulary. During my time of pregnancy, I realised that there are lots and lots of words that are very specific to pregnant people. And before we discover all that exciting pregnancy vocabulary, I just want to say a huge thank you to today's sponsors, Cambly. Now, Cambly have a very exciting new product which is aimed specifically at young people, as in children, and if you want to hear more about that, if you have young people in your life that you want to help to learn English, then stay tuned till the very end when I'm going to tell you a bit more about that. So let's get started. So the first thing you do if you think that you are up the duff, if you think you're expecting, if you think that you are with child, or that you have a bun in the oven, then you will take a pregnancy test. Once you've taken the test and it comes back as positive, hurrah, you're pregnant. Hopefully, you're very happy about that. The next thing you'll do is go to the doctors to find out exactly when your baby is due to arrive. Now, the word due is used a lot when talking about a baby's expected arrival. So the day when you are expected to give birth to that child is your due date. So throughout your pregnancy, the medical professionals will ask, when is your due date, or when are you due? And as an interested friend or family member, you might say, oh, you're pregnant, how wonderful, congratulations, when is the baby due? Or when are you due? Meaning, when are you due to give birth? And now that you're pregnant, you might refer to yourself as a mum-to-be. I'm a mum-to-be. Or if you are the partner of someone who's pregnant, you might refer to yourself as a dad-to-be. Or as a couple, you could be parents-to-be. To be or not to be, that is the question. Now, your pregnancy will last for approximately 9 months. This is called the term. So if your baby gets all the way to 9 months, 40 weeks approximately, then you are at full term and your baby will hopefully be born full term. If your baby is born earlier than 37 weeks of pregnancy, then your baby is preterm, and then we refer to that baby as premature. These 9 months are separated into 3 sections. We have 1 to 3 months is the first trimester. The first trimester, the time when you are the most unwell, probably. Then we have the time when your belly really expands, and this is the second trimester, month 4 to month 6, the second trimester. Then you have the very uncomfortable final trimester, which is referred to as the third trimester, which is month 7 up to month 9, the third trimester. Throughout your pregnancy, you are going to suffer with a number of pregnancy symptoms. For example, fatigue, heartburn, cramps, sleepless nights, those types of things. But there are a couple of symptoms that are very specific to pregnancy. They are morning sickness, and this is the nausea that you experience specifically in pregnancy, morning sickness, and stretch marks. Now, stretch marks are the scars and marks that you get on your skin when your skin is expanding with pregnancy. Stretch marks can also be associated with rapid growth or weight gain. And as you're gaining weight, you are going to need to buy some special clothes. Now, these clothes are referred to as maternity wear. Maternity wear. And you can describe individual items like maternity jeans and maternity bras, maternity leggings, maternity dress. Let's now look at some very common medical terms that you will hear throughout your pregnancy. First off, we have placenta. Placenta. The placenta is a very important interface between baby and mother. It's where they attach to each other. It's how the mother passes things like oxygen and food and all the stuff the baby needs from her through to the baby. And the placenta is attached to the baby via the umbilical cord. Umbilical cord. Now the baby is technically referred to as a fetus, which has a different spelling between British and American. This is the British spelling, a bit weird, and the very sensible American spelling. The baby lives very comfortably inside the woman's womb. Womb. No B on the end, it's a silent letter. The womb. Or the uterus. The uterus. And inside the womb, they are surrounded by amniotic fluid. Amniotic fluid, which keeps them safe, protected from infections and protected from getting bumps and bashes when mum bangs her tummy into things because she's clumsy. Now the opening to the womb, which allows the baby to come out eventually, is called the cervix. The cervix. And on a very sad note, if the pregnancy doesn't continue, if something goes wrong and the baby doesn't survive the pregnancy, it's called a miscarriage. A miscarriage. Now, throughout the pregnancy, you will check on your little one to make sure everything is progressing well via a scan. You will have a scan. You can have a 2D scan or a 4D scan, which is what we had, and it was amazing to see our little baby's face, all squishy and gorgeous and... A couple of other events that you might mark throughout your pregnancy are a baby shower, which is a party to celebrate a woman moving into motherhood. I did do a video about baby showers. I'll put it in the description box below and up here as well if you want to look at it. And you may also go on a baby moon, which is a holiday that you have with your partner to enjoy the time that you have left before the baby comes and turns your world upside down. I had a baby moon in Italy. Again, I will link that video down in the description box below if you're interested in seeing what I got up to on my baby moon. Throughout your pregnancy, you'll be looked after by your doctor and by a midwife. A midwife is a medical professional who specialises in looking after pregnant women and going through labour and childbirth with them as well. Some women also decide to have a doula. A doula is like a birthing coach, someone who helps you through labour and through childbirth. Now, at the end of your pregnancy, you will be rewarded with a beautiful baby, a gorgeous little bundle of joy, just like little baby English here. Isn't he cute? Of course, I'm going to say that. I'm his mother. I love him. Absolutely adore him. As a new parent, it's very important to me that I can provide my child with the best opportunities in life, especially when it comes to education. And that's why I was very pleased to hear that Cambly have created a new course, especially for children to learn English. Now, this course has been designed by the children experts and is based on the US curriculum. Now, the course lasts for 12 months, but there are 3 options that you can take. You can either have 2 lessons a week, 5 lessons a week, or 7 lessons a week. Each lesson is 30 minutes long, so your child won't get bored, and they are online, so it's convenient and your child can learn from the safety and comfort of home. And the lessons are also recorded, so you can revisit them over and over again without having to pay any extra. And surprisingly, these lessons are the cheapest on the market, but for some added reassurance, you also will get a 14-day money-back guarantee. So, if you're interested in your child learning English, then why not check out Cambly's course for kids by clicking on that link in the description box just below. What do you think, Jacob? I just want to say thank you so much for joining us. I do hope you found that helpful. If you have any other pregnancy related words that you think I missed out, then please do put them in the comments section below. Don't forget to give this a like, subscribe, click the notification bell, and I will see you next time. Bye.